Do you want to try Windows 11 on a cheap and portable device? In this video, I'm going to show you how to install Windows 11 on Raspberry Pi 4. You will be amazed by how well it runs and what you can do with it. All you need is a Raspberry Pi 4 with at least 4 GB of RAM, a micro SD card, a USB drive, and a Windows 11 ISO file. Are you ready? Let's go. Hi, welcome to our tutorial on how to install Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi 4. Before we begin, let's go over the prerequisites to ensure a smooth installation process. First and foremost, you'll need to make sure your Raspberry Pi 4 meets the minimum hardware requirements for Windows 11. These requirements include at least 2 GB of RAM, although we recommend using 4 GB of RAM, although we recommend using 4 GB or more for optimal performance. Next, you'll need at least 32 GB of storage capacity. It's preferable to use an external SSD for faster performance. Lastly, you'll need a high-speed internet connection to download and install Windows 11. Please note that after installing Windows 11, the built-in Wi-Fi and Bluetooth of the Raspberry Pi will no longer work. You'll need to use a dongle or connect via Ethernet for network connectivity. Additionally, the HDMI audio output will not function. Instead, you'll need to use a 3.5mm jack for audio output. And here's a helpful tip. If you want to install Windows 11 on external storage, you'll need a computer running Windows 10. This computer will be used to prepare the external storage device for the Windows 11 installation. Once you have all the necessary hardware and software requirements in place, you're ready to proceed with the installation process. In the next section, we'll guide you step by step on how to install Windows 11 on your Raspberry Pi 4. First of all, we need to install the latest version of the bootloader. To do this, we need the Raspberry Pi Imager software. Head over to the Raspberry Pi official website, go to the software menu, download the latest version. Once downloaded, install and open the software. Click on the Choose OS, click on MISC Utility Images, and select one of the available options. If you are going to run Windows 11 from an external device, such as a USB flash of external hard drive, choose USB boot. If you are going to install Windows 11 on a microSD, click SD card boot. Here, click on Choose Storage to select your desired storage. And finally, click on Write to write the bootloader file to the storage. Once finished, insert the microSD into your Raspberry Pi. By inserting the microSD card and connecting its power source, the latest bootloader will be installed on your Raspberry Pi. When the green LED on the board starts blinking repeatedly, it means that the bootloader installation process is complete. After a few moments, turn off the system. Now, moving on to the next step. We should download Windows 11 for Raspberry Pi. Go to UIP dump website. Choose the latest version of Windows 11 for ARM64 processors. Select your desired language and click Next. Then choose from the available Windows editions. Here we select Home and Pro editions. Click Next. On this page, we specify the download options. So, select the download and convert to ISO option and click on Create Download Packet. Remember that if you check the Include Updates box, you'll receive the latest updates. It's recommended to do it to avoid any driver issues. Now, click on Create Download Package to download a compressed file. Once the download is finished, extract it in a folder named Win11. and run the UUP download windows.cmd file. A CMD window will open and start downloading the Windows 11 package. The time varies depending on your internet speed and hardware specifications. Finally, press the 0 key on your keyboard to exit the program. So far, so good. You have downloaded and created the Windows 11 image file. Moving on, let's install the downloaded Windows image file using the WOR software. Go to oorproject.com and download the latest version of Windows on Raspberry Imager software. Extract the downloaded file and copy it into the Win11 folder and run the dwor.exe file. First, select your desired language and click on Next. Now, select the storage device for installing Windows and specify your Raspberry Pi model. Now, select the downloaded Windows image file. It's in the Win11 folder. Click Next and wait for the software to mount the ISO image. Next, select the Windows Edition, Home or Pro, and click Accept. WOR software will start downloading the required files from the internet. In this step, take a moment to review the settings you've made in the previous steps to avoid any mistakes. If everything looks fine, click Install and wait until the installation completes. Finally, disconnect the storage device from your computer and insert it into your Raspberry Pi board. Connect peripherals like a monitor, mouse, and keyboard to your Raspberry Pi and make sure it is connected to the internet via Ethernet. Finally, plug in the adapter to turn it on. That's all for installing Windows 11 on your Raspberry Pi 4. Next, we have to set up the initial settings. After turning on your Raspberry Pi, wait for the Raspberry Pi logo to appear and press Escape on your keyboard to enter the BIOS menu. First, you have to disable the Limit ROM to 3 GB option. To do that, we should go to Device Manager, Raspberry Pi Configuration, Advanced Configuration. Change this value to disabled and press F10 to save the setting. Press Escape to return to the previous menu, go to Display Configuration, and choose the proper resolution according to your display monitor. Again, click F10 to save the settings, and then Escape to return to main menu. The last thing to change is to disable overclocking. Go to Raspberry Pi Configuration, CPU Configuration, change the CPU clock to default. Don't forget to press F10 to save the settings. Clock continue to exit BIOS. Congratulations! Your Windows 11 is now ready to use. The first time Windows starts, it may take around 5 minutes. But for next boots, the Windows speed is fairly high and you can easily take care of your daily tasks. The Edge browser also works pretty well, and you can safely surf the web. The main environment of the installed Windows looks exactly the same as the computer version, and it gives you a pleasant experience. Thank you for watching our tutorial on how to install Windows 11 on Raspberry Pi. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting tech tutorials. Stay tuned for more amazing content.